It was a gray afternoon when Liam sat on the front porch steps of his grandfather's house, shoulders slumped, eyes lost in the horizon. The wind was gentle, but inside he felt like a storm was brewing. At 17, the world already felt too big, too fast, and too demanding. "I don't know who I am anymore," Liam muttered. "Everyone seems to have it figured out: college plans, internships, passions, dreams. I don't even know what I care about. It's like I'm just a speck, a nobody." His grandfather, an old man with weathered hands and warm eyes, walked out carrying 2 mugs of cocoa. He handed one to Liam and took a slow sip from his own before speaking. "Liam," he said gently, "you ever heard the story of the little seed in the meadow?" Liam shrugged. "No, but it sounds like one of your gardening metaphors again." The old man chuckled. "Maybe, but sometimes truth grows best in soil made of stories, so let me tell you. Once upon a time," his grandfather began, "in a vast meadow full of wildflowers and towering trees, there was a little seed. It lay still in the dirt, surrounded by beauty and strength, and it couldn't help but feel small. 'I wish I could be like them,' the seed whispered to itself every day. One morning, a wise old oak heard the seed's quiet wish. He leaned his branches low and said, 'Little one, you already carry the potential to be just like us. All it takes is courage and patience.' The seed didn't quite believe it, but something about the oak's voice gave it hope. So it decided to try. It allowed the soil to hold it, the darkness to cover it, and the rain to soak through its shell. Days turned into weeks. It was lonely. It was cold. Sometimes it wanted to give up. But the seed remembered the oak's words, and then one day a tiny sprout pushed through the earth. It was greeted by sunlight and breeze and kept growing. With every storm it held firm. With every drought it dug deeper. The years passed. The little seed became a young tree, then a strong one. Birds nested in its arms. Children rested in its shade. The meadow no longer towered over it. It stood among the greats. The old oak, now weathered and wise, looked at it and said, "See, it was always in you. You just had to believe and keep growing." Liam didn't say anything right away. He stared into his cocoa, watching the steam swirl like thoughts he couldn't quite grab hold of. So he finally said, "I'm the seed." His grandfather smiled. "We all are, kid. Every one of us starts out feeling small, especially when we look around and compare ourselves to the big blooming trees already standing. But you can't compare your planting season to someone else's harvest. Everyone grows at their own pace." "But what if I never figure it out?" Liam asked. "What if I don't have something great inside me?" "Then you haven't lived long enough to see it yet," the old man said, setting his mug down. "Greatness doesn't start loud. It starts buried. It looks like confusion, uncertainty, even fear. But if you keep showing up, if you keep leaning into the discomfort instead of running from it, eventually something starts to grow. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll look back and see how far you've come." They sat in silence for a while, listening to the soft rustling of leaves and distant hum of life continuing on. "Was that oak tree supposed to be you?" Liam asked with a smirk. His grandfather laughed. "I'd be honored, but no. The oak is every older voice that tells you not to quit, the ones that remind you the storm won't last forever. All I'm doing is passing the story along, like someone once did for me." Liam nodded slowly. He didn't have all the answers yet. He still felt unsure. But somehow, after hearing the story, he didn't feel quite so lost anymore. He felt like maybe, just maybe, being unsure was part of the process. Like maybe something inside him was already taking root. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel left behind. We scroll through endless highlight reels of people seemingly soaring through life while we're still trying to find the map. We live in a culture of now, instant answers, instant success, instant validation. But real growth doesn't happen instantly. It happens quietly, underground, away from the spotlight. Like the little seed, we all start in the dark. We face doubt, rejection, uncertainty, and yet those are the very things that strengthen our roots. The storms make us resilient, the waiting teaches us patience, and the courage to keep going, even when we feel like giving up, is what shapes our character. So if you ever feel small, directionless, or out of place, remember the meadow, remember the little seed, and remember that growth doesn't always look like progress, and progress doesn't always feel like success. You are not behind. You are not broken, you are growing. And one day someone will rest in the shade of your wisdom, and you'll be the oak passing the story along. I hope you found this story helpful. If you enjoyed today's story, be sure to hit the like button. It might seem like a small thing, but because of how the YouTube algorithm works, videos with more likes tend to get shown to more people. So your like really helps this video reach others who might need it too. And if you find my content valuable, consider subscribing. It really helps more people discover it. Thanks for watching, and I wish you and your family good health and peace. See you in the next story.